Good afternoon to the Makah community. This message is in regards to the Makah tribe's COVID-19 pandemic response. My name is TJ Green, Chairman for the Makah tribe, and this message is brought to you on behalf of the entire Makah Tribal Council. Vice Chairman Keith Johnson Sr., Treasurer Patrick DePoe, Councilman John Idas Sr., and Councilman George Chad Bochuk. We want to let the community know that today at a council meeting that we made revisions to the shelter order that the tribe passed, the public health order that the tribe passed in March, and we've extended the shelter order to June 30th, 2020. Once again, the Makah tribe has extended the shelter order to June 30th, 2020. And there are some revisions in that order. See Dr. Cope's updates for some of the details of those revisions. There's some things in there regarding people that are living alone. If you live alone and then you can have the ability to join a family member, join another household, so that you have that support around you, that you're not alone as we move forward in this unknown time. But there's a number of revisions in there. And Dr. Cope will be given all the details on those, so please see her update later on this evening. And she will be doing her updates, and it'll be posted on the Sophie Tredovic Indian Health Center website, as will the new order as well. We also wanted to let the public know we are still working from home. The government operations are still work from home orders, and that will continue as long as the order's in place. We will be providing additional support to the food bank. We'll keep sending additional support to the food bank as we continue on this road, providing that necessary nutrition to the community. We know there's a lot of needs out there that need to get served through that. So we're going to continue to extend those extra benefits to the food bank. Also wanted to inform the community about some fisheries disaster funding through the CARES Act. There was some fisheries disaster funding that was released by the federal government. And out of that $300 million, there was $50 million allocated to Washington State, and then $5 million to West Coast tribes. Now, we're still getting the details on how all of that is going to work. Right now, that there isn't a complete plan on how that's going to work. We're certainly been advocating for our fishing community being the largest tribal fishery in the nation, and we know that those impacts are great. So right now, we do want to let you know that money is being sent out. We haven't received anything from that fund yet, but we were told that money is being sent out, and so the Trump administration let us know that money has been authorized. We're talking also with the state of Washington on how they are planning to spend the funds that are being sent to them, what kind of guidance they have. All of that is unclear at this time, and we're working on that daily, and spent a great deal of today. The council spent a great deal of today trying to get that information and get our interests recognized in any distribution methods that will be decided on. So that's certainly not enough to compensate what's been lost in those fisheries. So we're going to continue our advocacy efforts on increasing that to the area. One of the things to note about the $5 million to tribes, they said West Coast tribes, and that's the tribes of Washington, Oregon, and California. So that's troubling to the council. That certainly is not something that we're happy about, and we don't have a lot of details around that yet because they're just not releasing them. And so we're working to do our due diligence and find out what's going on there. And as soon as we know how much money the tribe is going to receive and when we can distribute that to the fishing community that's being severely impacted, we will definitely get that information out. Additionally, the tribe received $4 million from the Tribal Stabilization Fund. From that was part of an $8 billion fund created in the CARES Act. The Makah tribes received about $4 million through that, and that's come with different guidance documents. We're analyzing those documents to make sure we spend that according to those guidelines. But some of the things that we're looking at is trying to get money into those areas that have been impacted. A lot of our small businesses were not able to qualify for SBA funding and some of the other fundings that are out there. And those gaps in those funding streams is where the tribe is working to fill that area of need. So we're going to be reaching out to small businesses and trying to gather that information and budgeting this money out, because this this pandemic is going to be with us throughout the year. So we want to plan for that as well. We want to make sure that we have some equity in distribution, and that there's a plan moving forward that gets people through the year and all these lost revenues due to the loss of the tourism industry in Nia Bay. So that's something that will be coming within the next 2 weeks, some sort of financial relief to that area of the community, people that are suffering losses because of the tourism industry being shut down. And with that, the council does want to reach out to the community and just let you know, let's be a good neighbor. Let's try to help one another out if we see someone in need. This is very stressful. The financial stresses are certainly building up within the community, but let's try to focus on what's really important, and that's our health and our loved ones, and let's make sure we take care of one another. We also want to let people know that it's okay to get out and go exercise. Certainly within your household. Try to get out and take walks. We appreciate the community. A lot of the community's been doing a really good job at staying home and staying to themselves. But we want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health and your emotional health, and making sure you're really feeling good about waking up every day. So don't be a recluse. Don't hide in your closet. Get out and enjoy. The weather's getting nicer. Get out, take a walk on the beach. If you have someone in your household you can go walk with, by all means, go walk with them. And if there isn't anyone to go walk with, certainly still get outside and enjoy nature, and at all times, of course, practice social distancing, and sanitizing your hands and doing all of those things are vitally important. One last thing that I want to mention is that we want to use these when we're out in public. When you go to Washburns, when you go to the post office, you go to the mini mart, let's all get in the habit of having a mask. Just throw that on and get out there and go do your thing. And as soon as you get back in your car, take that mask back off and you can head home. But when you're in public places, please wear a mask. It's not just for your safety, it's for the safety of others. With that, everyone take care, and we'll have another update soon. Klako, shoo.